everybody. Happy Tuesday and happy Earth Day. Oh, hang on. Let's start it again. The timer actually worked out well with the end of the music. Hi, everybody. I'm Lauren, otherwise known as Mrs. Tomato Head. And I've been coming to you for about 6 weeks on Tuesdays at this time to showcase my 2025 tomato grow list. 6 episodes seems extreme, especially since most of the episodes seem to be around 2 hours long. And it is extreme. However, compared to some, I'm not growing a lot. I think I'm now down to like 145 varieties, which is a lot. Don't get me wrong, but like when compared to Jen, it's not a lot. I'm a bit of a mess, by the way. I've just been outside up potting some of my tomatoes. It is a gorgeous day here in central western New Jersey. It's about 80 degrees Fahrenheit, which is, I looked it up, 27 degrees Celsius. And it's beautiful and the sun is out. I think we're supposed to have more of this all week. So I didn't even run a brush through my hair. Let me show you some of the new stuff I got though. So I just got somebody in the group posted this from Target. So rather than go to the store because I'm lazy, I ordered one. Isn't it cute? Keeps the hair out of my face. I could have run a brush through my hair though, seriously. And check out my new shirt, Tomato Lovers Collective, from, of course, our friends at Inspired Garden Life. Waiting for their tanks to come out, but they roll up just fine. Oh, and one other thing. There's a brand called Happy Socks. I don't know if you guys know Happy Socks. I really didn't, but this kept coming up on my feed. Aren't they super cute? Super cute. I'm not wearing those outside. Thought I'd show you guys. So there's a whole new collection out by Inspired Garden Life. I think I did a show almost 2 weeks ago that showcased, it was during my Thursday show, that showcased the entire new collection they have out based on ideas from those of us in Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap, which happens to be, in case you don't know, that is a group I founded almost 2 years ago, and I run with Kina and Jen, and we have a great time. It's the best group out there for tomato information, for collecting seeds, asking questions. We just celebrate the tomato. And that's what my shows are about also. My Thursday show is called Lauren's Tomato Awesomesauce. Each Thursday, same time, but on Thursday, same time as this. I focus on 10-ish varieties that I'm obsessed with that week, or things with great stories and all of that. Oh, I totally got sidetracked already. I had started to say that, it seems extreme 6 episodes, but I don't just like show a picture and move on. I like to share the information about the tomato, which is kind of what I like to do. I like to find out everything possible about a tomato, and I like to share it with you guys, and you seem to enjoy it also. So that's why it takes a little bit of a long time. This is the final episode, though. I can't imagine we won't get through the end. And as I'm looking through the list, some of these have already dropped off, and I will explain why. But I'm so glad that you're here. By the way, if you're watching the recording, it is April 22nd, 2025, Earth Day. What better way to celebrate Earth Day than to be out getting dirt therapy? Of course, like, it's actually not that bad. I did wash my hands, but you know how the fingernails get. So I'm really glad you're here. And I do like to come live because I like to experience it all with you guys. So let's get to some of the comments. Rowena's here, ready and waiting. Hi, Rowena. Glad you're here. I saw some of you have been here for a while. Blah, blah's here. Hi, blah, blah. Dancing Vita's here, and Sherman's here. Gorgeous spring day here in New Jersey, Zone 7B. I couldn't agree with you more. It is a beautiful day. I'm very excited. And as soon as this episode's over, I'm going back outside. For those of you that ordered your shirts from Inspired Garden Life, did you get yours yet? I'm so excited about them. They're fantastic. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, honestly, I was talking to Kina and Jen about this. Like, when we started the group, not even 2 years ago, who would have thought that we'd have a company, first of all, run by the nicest people in the world, Tim and Darylyn, but that want to do an entire series based on ideas from our group. And I think there's like 4 shirts that simply say Tomato Lovers Collective. I mean, it's just amazing. I think sometimes when you don't, when you just let go and let things happen, and you live with, you live a wholehearted life and you live with kindness, that these things kind of happen. I know I saw a lot of people ordering Malachite Jen's design, which is something like life is too short for, I forget the wording, not crappy tomatoes, but like lousy, boring tomatoes, I think it was. I ordered one of those also, but I thought I'd wear this one today. So let me know if you got your order and what you think of it. Tim, if you're watching, sending well wishes your way. Tim, one of the owners of Inspired Garden Life, is not feeling so well, so sending healing wishes your way, my friend. If you would like to order from Inspired Garden Life, the website is inspiredgardenlife.com. They've got more than tomato shirts. If any kind of gardening stuff, their designs are adorable. And you can get an extra 15% off with the code TLC15. They also plant a tree for every shirt they sell. I don't want to get, they're not in a sale right now, but there's going to be another one closer to Mother's Day. But 15% off you can't lose. And I think if you order 2 or more shirts, it's free shipping, something like that. But they're really nice quality. It's not screen print, so they wash up just fine. Clearly, I really like them. I don't have an affiliate program with them or anything. I just really like them. I like their designs, and they're really good people. So that's why I talk about them a lot. Plus, hey, I just love the shirts. All right, let's see who else we've got here. Oh, before I forget, if you can hit like on this video, please, on my YouTube channel, that would really hurt. That would really help. We've got 58 viewers. If each of you can just hit the like button, that would help me out a lot. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, you can follow me there at Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head. I do very extensive reviews on tomatoes there. So if you're looking to find out about a variety, I kind of give, information where I can find it as far as the breeder, the origin, my own thoughts, mine and Rob's thoughts. We review them together at night during the season. And if you're not a member of our group, our community, Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap, please join us. Join Facebook just to be a part of it. It is awesome sauce. And I already mentioned on Thursdays, I do another show. This is the last show of this series until I start doing garden tours again. But Thursdays, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Lauren's Tomato Awesome Sauce. It is again live, and I hope to see you guys there. We have fun. I give away seed prizes, and we learn about tomatoes together. So that's that. All right, let's go back to our comments before we are behind. South Texas Sprouts is here. Fave time of the week. Hey, tomato heads. Hey, South Texas Sprouts. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Sophia. Like and subscribe. Yeah, if you don't subscribe, that would be awesome sauce too. But don't forget to like also. That really does help. And happy Earth Day to you, Satya. And to all of you. Our earth is our biggest resource, and taking care of it is really important. Obviously, if you're watching this show, the earth is important to you. Getting earth under your fingernails is really important to you. Gardening is so good in so many ways. For me, I've been really open about the fact that I live with chronic pain and illness, and it helps me it's a mindfulness activity for me. There's a lot of definitions of mindfulness. A lot of people attribute it to meditation, and that's one way. But honestly, 2 of my favorite things for mindfulness are, of course, gardening, like up-potting. I put on a show on my iPad like this one, although I can't watch myself live. And the other one is doing seed wishes, granting seed trades and wishes, because I'm completely focused on the person that I'm sending them to and the varieties, and that's great mindfulness. So there are so many benefits to gardening, and there are studies that show how important it is for us to connect to the earth. I even have a chapter on it in my book, the 52-week intention journal, about grounding and how important it is to hug a tree and be at one with the earth. All right, let me skip ahead here. Who else we got? Mayor from afar is here. Hey, Mayor. Nice to see you again. And Naray is here. Hi, Naray. And our friend Keena's here. Hey, Keena. Thanks for joining in. Thank you, South Texas Sprouts, for saying don't forget to like the video. I appreciate that. Lisa L is here. It's kind of hurting my head a little bit. Like pressing in on my large head. Hi, Annette. Thanks for being here. Kristen, thank you to all that suggested getting some bib overalls from Duluth Trade Company last week. Got some for a great deal today. Really? They have a lot of great sales. Yeah, I was going to wear them. That's generally what I wear whenever I'm gardening. I've got many, many pairs of them. But I wanted to be able to show off my shirt better. So as soon as the episode's over and I can get back outside, I'll be putting it on. It's so great. I hope you like it as much as I do. They're soft, they're light, they're so many different pockets and stuff. It's great for a gardener. And they're super cute, I think, too. Hey, Kelly. Made it back from grocery shopping and just in time. Hi, everyone. Nice to see you, Kelly. And Akelia's here. My favorite Tuesday activity is talking tomatoes. I hope that's your favorite Thursday activity, too. And Tiffany's listening on her commute home. That's nice. And Kim is here. Hi, Kim. Oh, I meant to upload the graphic. I put it in the group yesterday. We've been talking about it for a few weeks now, but Jen and I will be doing our May Tomato Talk Live episode live in person in Carlisle, Pennsylvania at Letort Park. We've rented a large pavilion and we're going to make it not only maybe an hour of our show, but we want to meet as many of you as possible and do maybe if you have extra seedlings, I'm going to be bringing mine. We can trade, you can win some things, bring your seed binders if you want to do some trades. And even if you have none of that, come just to say hi and to get some hugs and so we can put a name to the face. It's going to be a great day. And I'm so excited to see so many of you are going to try to make it. If you don't know the information, shoot, I forgot to upload it here. You can look in Tomato Lovers Collective and swap, but it is Friday, May 9th. It's going to start at 1 p.m. Eastern and go until 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jen and I are super excited. And the more people I see in the post saying that they're going to try to make it, makes me happy. Somebody mentioned that it's close to Hershey Park, and it is. So you can always make a weekend out of it. I put a link to a Homewood Suite, which is only 5 minutes from the park. Very reasonable, like a little over $100, I think, a night. So you can make a weekend out of it. But I'm so excited to meet some of you in person. Last year we did it kind of a last minute thing. So we didn't give people ample time to attend, but this year we hope to. And for those of you that obviously are all over the world, even here in the United States, that's not within driving distance, maybe we can eventually do some other meetups in other areas of the world and the United States. I would love to do them everywhere. We picked Carlisle, Pennsylvania because it's halfway between Jen and I. We meet halfway. So it's 2.5 hours for me, 2.5 hours from her. We meet in the middle. And so that's why we choose that location. And really, really hope you guys can make it. We had somebody last year come from about 5 hours away. It's a really pretty park. Hopefully it's a good day, but it is a covered pavilion. And I have a lot of extra seedlings I would love to give out. Hi, Tara Dove. My Growless notebook is primed and ready to go. I always forget to mention that. If it's your first time watching, any of my shows, your best thing to do is have a notebook or sticky notes handy and a pen, pencil, because you may just find something that you want to, excuse me, seek yourself. And we offer many opportunities in the group to do that. Seed Seeking Saturday. We have Micro Dwarf Monday. We have our Most Wanted post. So even if I'm showing a variety that is really difficult to find or is sold out other places, put it in Seed Seeking Saturday. You can put up to 5 different varieties each week. And you never know. Somebody might grant it to you. Hey, Christy. Christy's here. And Cynthia's here. Hey, guys. Nicole Smith is here. Hey, Nicole. And Tanya's here. Happy Earth Day. Lovely day here in Metro Detroit. It seems like it's a lovely day. A lot of places here in the U.S. today. Happy to hear that. Hey, Sherva. Nice to see you, my friend. Jerry's here. Hi, Jerry. Happy Earth Day. And Linda's here. Hey, Linda. I think I have 20 varieties to talk about today, which is totally doable. We left off in the S's. I still have another couple S's, I guess. But I was really surprised when I was looking through the list. I'm like, well, that one fell off, that one fell off, but that's okay. We'll still talk about it. The reason why a lot of these fell off is because I've recently been given seeds that I'm not really allowed to talk about yet. Maybe during the season, maybe at the end of the season, but they are must grows. They're very incredibly hard to find. Yeah, so I can't really talk about them, but once I got them, I'm like, all right, well, I've got to trim some room on my grow list because these must go in soil and must go in my garden. And when I share eventually with you guys, you will understand. Oh, this is nice, South Texas Sprouts. Love this community. Me too. I'm so glad you feel that way. Hi, Karen. Cheers to you. And Heidi's here. Hi, Heidi. Hi, Tanya. Nice to see you. And Kyla, happy Tomato Talk Tuesday. Nice to see you, Kyla. And Brianna, happy Earth Day. Happy Earth Day back to all of you. Eric says, hey, everybody. I just got back inside from working in the garden. You and me both. I set my alarm for 3:30 Eastern just so I could wash up and make sure I had everything all set. But I'm going right back out there when this is done because it is a gorgeous day. Hey, Kristen. Nice to see you. And Meyerway is here. Excited to listen as I do some up potting. That's exactly what I was doing, at least with my first batch of seeds, because I succession sow. So the ones I planted a month ago are March 23rd. Those are the ones I'm up potting. Then I waited 2 weeks and I sowed more. And those I can get away with not up potting for a little bit. And that's part of the reason why a succession sow. Up potting them all at the same time, it's exhausting, especially when you do a lot of varieties. It's exhausting. So I will hold off on things that I'm giving away to others and that I'm selling. I'm selling a little bit this year to a couple of people who are interested. Things I know I'm giving away to friends and family. There's no reason for them to have these massive plants. In fact, it's better if they don't because they have to transport them. And, in a month, it's amazing how big my seedlings get in just a month. So that's why succession sow. Hey, Terry, final chapter. It is the final chapter of this anyway. I will be restarting again with my garden tour Tuesdays, probably once I get them in the ground. I started pretty early last year. Maybe, and I could actually, I keep saying I have so many unboxings to do. I could always make Tuesdays like an unboxing day from now until the garden tours start. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe that's a way to do that. Eucapsia, hello. Hi, nice to see you. And Mike is here. Hi, Mike. Aren't the socks cute? Blah, blah. Happy socks. Let me show them again in case you're just joining. Happy socks. I really like them. They're like $16. They're not cheap. I saw another tomato. Tomatoes are like really in right now. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but some young people who are far cooler than me have said something about it being a tomato girl summer, whatever the heck that means. But I'm finding tomato a lot of stuff, and many of you are talking about stuff you find at Home Goods. They're kind of everywhere, which is a bit of a predicament when you're a tomato head and you want everything. But Bombas. Bombas is another sock company. They make really nice socks, very comfortable cruise socks. They now have tomato socks also, but unfortunately they sell in a pack of 4. There's a tomato and a lemon and 2 other things. It's $60 for the pack. I don't mind spending $16 on a pack or on a pair of nice socks like these, but I don't want to pay $60 where really I'm only looking for the tomato socks. That's just me. But if you're interested, look at Bombas, Bombas. Hi, Iceworks. Hi, Tomato Heads. Hi, Laura. Nice shirt. Isn't it beautiful? Just one of the many Tomato Lovers Collective shirts that they came out with for our Tomato Lovers Collective collection. Hi, Susan. Good afternoon. How am I 20 minutes behind in comments? Maybe I just need to stop talking. Hi, Deborah. It's 6 a.m. That's dedication, my friend. Dana in the garden says, watching while potting up tomatoes and peppers. Very nice. Very nice. Sophia, I've been buying from Happy Socks almost 10 years. Love them. They also have veggie socks and animal socks. I love the color of them too. Happy Socks. Love, love, love the color of them. So all these things show up in my Facebook feed constantly. I think this one was actually my Instagram feed. If it's your first time watching, say so in the comments. I started this last week. If it's your first time watching, I will send you a little CD something. But let us know. We would love to welcome you. Hi, Eva. At a doctor's appointment, but I'm listening. Well, I hope everything's okay, Eva, but I'm glad you're here. Did I miss Ro? I did. Hi, Rolanda. Nice to see you. Sorry I missed you. Linda got her shirts. Love them. Aren't they great? Kelly says, can't wait for them to ship to Canada. Me too. I know so many of you in Canada really, really want them, and I know they're working on it. Janet says, I got some of the t-shirts and get so many compliments on them. The colors are so vibrant. You know, I've been buying tomato shirts for quite some time. I've been wearing them for every show that either I do by myself or I do with Jen for a long time. And there's some super cute ones, but they're not like this. These are excellent quality, and the designs that Tim and Darylyn do are just the best and different. You know, there's a lot of tomato t-shirts that say either Tomato Whisperer or I love you from my head to my toes. They're cute, but there's a million of them. These are really interesting shirts. Nicole says those shirts are incredible. Love them so much. If you're just joining, these shirts come from Inspired Garden Life. And if you want to check out their wonderful shop, you can get 15% off with the code TLC15, Tomato Lovers Collective 15. Hi, Manitoba Sky. Snow in Manitoba today, not optimal. Oh, that makes my heart ache for you a little bit, but it'll be over soon. Hi, Claudia. Nice to see you. Linda says, life's too short to grow boring tomatoes. Had to have that one. That's the one that won our contest a week ago, almost 2 weeks ago. We did a contest on which design people liked the most right here on my Thursday show, and that one won. That's Malachite Jen's design, and it's a beautiful design too. So yeah, I got that one too. Tiffany says, can't wait to get outside when I get home, taking the toddler out and playing in the dirt. I call it dirt therapy, and it really is therapy. Rebecca Wood says, snowed yesterday, gone today. We do need the moisture. And Kina says, sending lots of well wishes to Tim. Yeah, he was going to try to watch today, but he also said he may be sleeping. He is in the hospital, but he seems to be doing much better. Lots of well wishes for you here, Tim. Okay, let me skip ahead. No, the commercials. What I've been doing is turning them off for the live show and then turning them on for the recording. But I forgot to turn it off for the live show. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. It's not an easy setting where I can just go in and say, don't do it during the live show, but put it back. I have to go in and manually turn it off, and I forgot today. So I apologize about the commercials. Akeelia, you're coming to Carlisle. Yay! I'm so excited. Woohoo! That's awesome sauce. Hi, Anne. Nice to see you. Francis here. If I'm stuck in this office, at least I can listen to Tomato Talk if I can't be in my garden. Well, it's the next best thing, isn't it? Jessica Dawn's here. I'm late. Good evening, everyone. Hey there. Nice to see you. And we haven't talked about a single tomato yet, so you're okay. Glad to see you. Julia Peacock. Julia, I guess Julia and I must have had the same idea for a shirt, because we have a shirt that I did buy, something like, yes, you do need that extra plant, or tomato enabler, something like that, right, Julia? And it said we both were responsible for that idea. I'm not sure what I said, but hopefully you got your free t-shirt. Terry, I'm so glad you reminded me of this. Thank you. There's a new film that came out just today for Earth Day. It's called Common Ground. It's on Amazon Prime. I've been waiting for like at least a year for this to come out. I'm on their email list. Check it out. It's about soil health and growing, and trust me, anybody watching this wants to, well, I haven't seen it yet. I'll have to watch it tonight, but I've been dying to see it. Terry, thank you for the reminder on that. That looks like it's going to be an excellent show. So it's on Amazon Prime if you get that streaming service. Hi, Laquita. Nice to see you. Oh, you've watched it already, Terry. Very informative, I bet. They've got some great people on there. Woody Harrelson, I think, is really involved in it, and he's very involved with soil health and the health of our earth and all of that. Hi, Christy. Made it. Happy Earth Day. Happy Earth Day to you. Karen says, Bombas socks are great. I use them as my Betty Bye socks and swear they improve my rest. They are super comfy. Super comfy. And I wish they could just sell just the tomato socks, because I would pay $16 to $20, sometimes more, for a pair of Bombas with tomatoes on them. I just don't want to pay $60 for a pack that only has the tomato socks in them. I don't know. I don't mind paying extra for good quality things, and Bombas are very good quality, don't get me wrong. But when I saw, you can get like 25% off or something when you sign up for their email, so that takes some of it off. Knowing me, I'll probably break down and get them. They're not as cute as the Happy Socks, so I'll tell you that. And I think they're on the foot, or on the, so they would be hidden by your shoes, if I'm remembering. But Google Bombas tomato socks and you will see for yourself. It's on the sock itself. So if you're wearing them around the house, it would be great. You won't be able to see them and shout it out loud that you're a tomato head. Kristen says, definitely will be looking forward to possible V-necks from there. They're coming. They're coming. Malachite Jen got to be a tester for the V-necks. If you saw the picture of her and her adorable daughter, Junie was testing out the new kid sizes that are coming. And then Jen had a V-neck and they look great. I can't wait to really love V-necks. I really can't wait for the tanks. Oh, thank you, South Texas Sprouts. I don't mind the commercials. It supports the channel. I think I might cry. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hate the commercials. I really do. And I didn't want to do that to you guys during the live. Hopefully they're easy to just skip over in a couple seconds. I apologize. I did do it last week where I was able to skip over and then just turned it on during the recording, but I'm sorry. Hi, Iceworks. Glad to see Tomato Heads here. Iceworks, it's nice to meet you. If, you know what, email me. Here's my email address. Email me. There's my email address. And I will be happy to send you a little first-timer seed prize. Glad that you're here. Thanks for chiming in. Okay, turn that off. All right. Who have I missed so far? Anybody? Michael Breyer's here. And Marwa, hey, have you ever tried spoon tomatoes? I have. They're definitely unique. If you grow spoon tomatoes, you will always have spoon tomatoes because it's impossible to harvest them all and you'll have them forever. They'll keep sprouting. They didn't really do much for me, but you know, that's just my opinion. I know others feel the same, but then there's others in the group who really love spoon tomatoes. If you guys want in the comments and you've grown spoon tomatoes, share so Marwa can find out who likes or dislikes. I wouldn't grow it again personally, but that's just me. If you like or dislike the spoon, let us know in the comments. All right, let's get to our tomatoes. So we made it last week all the way up to Stella del Sol, a variety from Italy that I got I got seeds from a vendor friend who was able to order it for me from a vendor in Switzerland. I've never seen them anywhere else. And it's one of 2 whites that I'm growing this year, and I'm really excited for that. So that's where we left off. Where are we at now? Okay. Have another Sophia one here. This is called Strawberry Sherbet, which is an F6 generation. Sophia sent me these herself. She said it showed good stability, but at this stage of selection, there's still a possibility of splitting. 8 meters height of the bush, medium ripening period. Fruits 300 grams on average, in the shape of a raspberry strawberry with gold and pearl stripes. The pulp is sweet and buttery. Let me make it larger so you can see what she's talking about on the exterior. And then look at that interior. That looks like something special. So this is bred by Sophia Sakova. For me, it's the year of Sophia varieties. And she is from Russia. And she's got some fantastic new stuff coming out every year. I don't know if this was available before this year or not, but if you've grown it, and this is with any of the varieties I'm talking about, if you have grown it, please let us know in the comments because that really helps us to decide whether or not we want to grow it. Sure. If you're not seeing any commercials, you may have YouTube Premium. YouTube Premium won't see commercials. Otherwise, I'm not sure. But I'm glad you're not. Jessica Dawn, as far as spoon, says I disliked it, pulled it out so it wouldn't take up space and nutrients from the soil. Oh, you're welcome, Iceworks. Please do email me. I'd love to send you something. I'm glad you're here with us today. Am I growing the variety cherry syrup? I am. Yes, I am growing cherry syrup. Is that right? Cherry syrup. There's cherry. Now I'm doubting myself. I could go all the way back here. I think I am. There's two by here. Cherry. No, I'm growing cherry stripes, not cherry syrup. But I know a lot of people are growing cherry syrup. I think that one came out last year. Okay. Anybody else growing strawberry sherbet or has grown cherry syrup? I know, Christy. Anything with the word sherbet in it has to be wonderful. I agree. Kina says, I grew spoon in a small pot. It still grew big. It's resilient and it grew 2 million fruits in one branch. Yeah, it's definitely, some people really love it and then others are like, never again. Hi, Rach. You're late. That's okay. This was our first tomato, believe it or not. Oh my gosh, 40 minutes. I'm insane. Why do you people watch me? I'm truly insane. But I'm glad you do. I'm glad you do watch me. We do have a lot of fun. Oh, Susan, this is a great point. Spoon tomatoes are a great way to get kids to eat tomatoes. I really think they aren't worth taking up space otherwise. You know what got my kids was coyote. Coyote, I talk about coyote all the time. It's my favorite cherry. They're not as small as spoon. They're not a currant tomato, but they're in between, say, a currant tomato and like a sun gold. And my little Jake, who's now almost 27, he used to come down to the garden with me and we pop them in like candy. But you're right, that is a good way to get kids involved in the gardening and growing and get some tomatoes in them with all that good lycopene. Oh, Kim, we are your people, Lauren. That's why we watch you. Thank you so much. I feel the same about you guys. I really do. I really enjoy these shows so much. I can't even tell you. It blows my mind that we have so many people that watch this and then the Thursday show and take part in it. And I want to make you as much a part of this show as I am. I really love the give and take of it all. And it makes it more fun for me. So thank you for those kind words. I really appreciate that. What did you call that tomato, Lauren? This one is strawberry sherbet. Is that what you're talking about? Or the spoon tomato? Pat. Hi, Pat. The final chapter, I, for one, am not buying it. Only the final chapter in releasing my grow list for 2025. Believe me, I'm still doing lots of live shows, but this is episode 6, and we will hopefully finish the rest of the alphabet today. Nice to see you, my friend. Oh, Kim, your 3-year-old will take a massive beefsteak and eat it like an apple. Nice. Very nice. Iceworks, watching you is like taking a shortcut on what to grow and what's not. So much to learn. I'm glad to hear that. Just remember, I feel like I need to offer this disclaimer, and I know Jen does it all the time. These are just my opinions. If I don't like a tomato, that but doesn't mean that. We all have different taste buds. Obviously, I really like a lot of flavor. I'm not big on paste tomatoes for the most part. I use all of my tomatoes in my sauce and paste. So just because I'm not a fan of something doesn't mean you won't be. A lot of people really like Black Beauty. I think it's the most disgusting thing I've ever eaten. But a lot of people love it. Kina doesn't like it. Her mom loves it. Go figure. So just keep that in mind, you guys. Oh, the one you say your favorite between. Oh, Coyote. Coyote is my favorite cherry. And it's a little bit smaller than your average cherry. It's like an opaque yellow. Really beautiful. And Jen doesn't like it. See, this is another example. Jen like really doesn't like it. And I think it's so unique and so delicious. They pop in your mouth like a juicy flavor explosion. They don't have the greatest shelf life, but they're kind of one of those tomatoes that you're popping in your mouth while you're gardening. They'll last on the counter for maybe 2-3 days tops, but they generally don't last that long. Andrea says this truly has become a community with lots of love, care, advice, and support of one another. Hashtag TLC rocks. Thanks, Andrea. And thank you for being a part of it, all of you. Truly, like, we could have never envisioned what this community would have turned out to be. We just knew we wanted a place to celebrate tomatoes where you're allowed to mention vendors, you're allowed to provide links, and we offer resource sheets so you can actually learn about different breeders, different types of tomatoes. We really felt strongly about that. So I'm really glad that you guys like it too. If you're just joining in and you're new, we're at Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap on Facebook. Okay, so that's strawberry sherbet. Next one. I feel like I've talked about this one nonstop lately. This is one that I'm regrowing from last year. It's called Suffer Well. It tied for first place with our favorite tomato of all time, which is Malachite Box. This is one of Bill Yoder's varieties from his Depeche Mode line that he released last year. He released a few more Depeche Mode this year. It is outstanding. It's you can see on the refractometer there, these had a brick score of 8.9, which is incredibly high for a beefsteak. I don't even know what to say. You can look on my Instagram channel, Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head, for my full review, but it just checks all the boxes for me. It's a flavor explosion. It's got tanginess. It's got sweet, great mouthfeel to it. Let me see if I put any. Yeah, I wrote simply one of the best tomatoes I've ever had in my entire life. Checked all the boxes in flavor. I didn't even know it said that. Intense tomato flavor with a bit of sweetness and a bit of sweetness. That's an 8.9. Complex tanginess similar to Berkeley pink tie-dye. And I believe this is the one. Yeah, the cross on this one is Berkeley pink tie-dye or pink Berkeley tie-dye and Cherokee purple potato leaf. So part of the reason why it's so great. It's a potato leaf. I grew in a grow bag last year. This year it's going in one of our raised beds. Really, really loved it. I've given seeds out to a lot of you. And Iceworks, if you know of any varieties that I've been talking about, when you email me that perhaps you would like Suffer Well or something like that, let me know. I can't wait to grow this again. We generally don't regrow a lot of things, but we always regrow Malachite Box. This one we're regrowing bacon lettuce in this. There's more this year than last year, more we're carrying over. And a lot of that too is because I'm going to use some certain things in crosses, but this one is just way too outstanding to not regrow. So Bill Yoder is the breeder. I don't know if I already mentioned that. He's from the United States. Anybody else growing Suffer Well? Susan is. I started seed Saturday. Very nice. Kelly's growing it. I have 3 Suffer Well seedlings. Nice. Brianna, I'm growing Suffer Well. The leaves are so beautiful and huge. They are. Those potato leaf seedlings do nice. To Suffer Well seem to be disease resistant. I don't know if Bill says anything about disease resistance. Shake the Disease, the other one by him that I'm regrowing this year. That's also great. That one's more disease prone. This one, it didn't succumb to disease. But it was in a grow bag and kind of shoved in a spot where it could have been more productive. It was completely user error on my part. But we got a number of things. They say that potato leaf varieties can be more disease resistant, but I can't speak for certain on that. Sorry. It is good, I will tell you that. Lakita, you definitely made me want to grow suffer well. Good. And blah blah's growing it, yay. And Kristen, my suffer well is one of the first I'm hardening off because it's so ready to get in the soil outside ASAP. It grows fast, doesn't it? Kina, I have 2 plants of suffer well, and they really played tricks on me today. When doing inventory, they were never in the same place. So I wrote 1 on the list, found 1, and the first one was gone. Oh, it is playing tricks on you. Forgot to ask you if you were growing this one. I'm glad you are. I can't wait to hear what you think. I cannot wait. Achilles growing suffer well. I got the seeds from Linda after winning a drawing on your Thursday show. Very nice. Dewana, 4 seedlings, so I'm excited for it. Christy's growing it. Very nice. Sashka, I'm late, but looks like I'm on time for the tomatoes. I'm growing suffer well because of you, Lauren. I'm so glad. I hope I'm not steering you guys wrong, but I will tell you, we tasted it throughout the season and we kept asking ourselves, like, is it really this good? It really is that good. Unfortunately, our malachite box plant, our other number 1, kind of petered out early last year. So we couldn't do like a taste off one-on-one, but it's just about, and I know Alex from Lucky Garden, I don't know if you're watching Alex, he agrees. It's just hard to find, in my opinion, a better tomato for what I like in a tomato. Kim's growing suffer well, and Mike's growing suffer well. Oh, Pat, you're growing it too. Yay. Pat's my local friend. He was my very first tomato friend. I've mentioned him a few times. And he's the daddy to Rory the Wonder Cat. We got our kitten from him, which is really nice. Lisa L, got my seeds from you. They're looking great. Good to hear. And Dewana, thanks for the seeds on this one. Lauren, you're so welcome. Cynthia's growing it. Yay. Oh, good, Pat. You have 2 6-inch seedlings healthy. Very good. I'm glad they are doing well for you guys. Dancing Vita says, I dropped it into soil last week during your show. Now I'm waiting for it to surface. That's the hard part, isn't it? I got my seeds from Lauren too, and the plant looks awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm growing 6 Billiota varieties. Thank you, Linda. I got my Depeche Mode seeds last year from Linda. I was not around. Bill had them on sale over the winter for a brief period of time. I completely missed it. I think I was in Florida, and Linda so kindly sent me like 3 of each, and I'm very, very grateful to Linda. Amanda's growing suffer well also. Excellent. Sasha's growing it. Had to restart. I let them dry out. That's the worst. That's the worst. Heidi's planting today. Very nice. Andrea Ruiz. Boy, getting a lot of them. Hope I'm not steering you guys wrong. 3 suffer well seedlings popped up. Raminta's growing it. Very nice. And Karen has it near the top of my list. Fantastic. Roxanne's growing it too. And Rach, I potted up over the weekend, made room to germinate, suffer well. Thank you for the seed. You're very welcome. Iceworks. I've seen many seeking suffer well seeds, and many are also recommending it in the group. Even in your last video with Jen, it's in the list. Yeah, it was on my last show with Jen, was our favorite tomatoes of all time. And this one makes up for it. Rob and I rated it a 9.5 out of 10, which we've never done a 10. The only other 9.5, I think, is Malachite Box. Oh, Deborah, the wallabies loved suffer well. I don't get to taste it. Wah, wah. What a bummer, those darn wallabies in Australia. Oh, Nicole, your suffer well was a blind seedling. Did you restart it? Or is it too late? I will, I think, have some extra Suffer Well seedlings in Carlisle next month for anybody that can make it, that didn't get a chance to grow it or didn't had problems with their seedling. I think I restarted a few more because it's a good one. All right, let's move on. Got these seeds. So this is called Sugar Magnolia. Speaking of malachite box, this has malachite box in the gene pool. It was bred by Bill Jeffers of the United States. I was given seeds by a member of the group who knew how much I was looking for this one for the last year or two when I found out that this had malachite box in it. It's got malachite box in the cross. It's got brandy wine in the cross as well. Regular leaf fruits are 6 to 8 ounces, very productive. This one was planted the first week of June and is now just coloring. All right, I don't know when that was written. Taste is sweet and fruity. Anybody grown this one? I'm not sure if he's like released it. He has his own group, Bill Jeffers, and he's shared seeds through there. Yeah, isn't it beautiful? I can't wait to taste this one. It really is something special. Dancing Vita. Kristen says, Bill Yoder varieties have their own little case in my photo case organizer, which should be realistically 2 now. I'm growing a bunch. I'm growing a lot of Duran Duran. Couple of his new Depeche Mode for this year. Wish I could grow them all. Hungry Like the Wolf and Fascination Street and Blasphemous Rumors. I'm growing a bunch from him. Hold Back the Rain, another Duran Duran song. Kelly says, what a gorgeous tomato, Sugar Magnolia. I'm a sucker for tomatoes that look like that. It looks fabulous. Bill Jeffers is a very talented breeder. He is in our group as well. He's been helpful answering a lot of questions. He's responsible. He's got quite a catalog of things he's bred. I know Hunk Pop I grew last year's from him. A lot of things are from Cherokee Lime Stripes, which I also mentioned in my top of all time a week ago Friday. That's one of his also. How beautiful is that one, Sugar Magnolia? I know. I'm so grateful that my friend sent me a few seeds for this, and it germinated like a rock star, and I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, this next one may fall off my grow list. I'm not sure. It's Sunreen. Heidi Jores gave me seeds for these. Thank you, Heidi. I think I featured it on Lauren's Tomato Awesomesauce last year sometime. Or somebody mentioned it, actually. I think somebody mentioned it in the comments. We may have been talking about Sun Gold, and somebody said there's a Sun Green too. So, of course, I had to look. And, yeah, Heidi gave me seeds. This one may have to fall off my list, but maybe not. The seedlings look great. I love me a green tomato. It is by the same breeders in Japan as Sun Gold, which could be nothing but a good thing. These are a hybrid. They're an F1 hybrid, so you can't save seeds and expect the same thing again. But Sun Gold is a hybrid also because you get that exact recipe of the perfect Sun Gold tomato from doing that hybrid, and that's where Sun Green is at. Johnny's Seeds sells this. They say it's a delicious green when ripe cherry, sweet with a tangy kick. The strong plants deliver uniform yields of clean, neat clusters with 15 to 20 gram fruit. Our top green choice for mixed cherry sales. Stands alone as a tasty snack. Seeds and Such says remarkably sweet as Sun Gold, but in a lime green color. Bite-sized fruits are ripe when soft to the touch. Great eye appeal and perfect for snacking. And then another site, Kitchen Garden Seeds, says these lime green cuties are anti-tart, boasting the same Brix value as Sun Golds. So that's pretty sweet. Translation, Candy Sweet. This hard-to-find Japanese hybrid completes the cherry tomato rainbow. Harvest when the fruit turns greenish yellow and is tender to the touch. Anybody else growing Sungreen or have grown RDB Turin? I grew Sungreen 4029. It's more sweet as Sungreen F1, and Sungreen F1 is already very sweet. They were using that interchangeably on Johnny's, the Sungreen 4029. Is it not the same thing? I think it was Johnny's that was using it interchangeably. Is Sungreen 4029 not a hybrid? Because Johnny's refers to it as Sungreen 4029. I don't know. Let us know. Sungreen, interesting compared to Green Doctor. I grew Green Doctor, didn't care for it. But I hear Green Doctor Frosted is something really special. Green Doctor's was kind of flavorless to me. We grew it a few years ago. Oh, that's a good idea, Heidi. If it falls off my grow list, I'll bring you some. That would be great. Thank you. Keep forgetting that we can do that. Heidi and I live so close by. Okay, you say it's not the same as Sungreen F1. Okay. Heidi, didn't you get your seeds from Johnny's? So maybe it's actually Sungreen 4029. Oh, but they are both hybrid. Okay. Well, interesting. We'll have to see. Both are from the same breeder. Well, that was silly of them to do that. Yes, Johnny's. Yeah. I remember, I think you gave me the seeds when we had lunch in Clinton that day, which we need to do again soon. Okay. Next one. What is that? Another Sophia Sakova variety? Yes. This is another one that Sophia gave me herself. It's called Sweet Tropical Pear. It's an F6. Again, Sophia Sakova of Russia is the breeder. Here's what she has to say. 1.7 meters tall, mid-season, excellent stability, but at the stage of selection, splits may occur. What she means by that, for those of you that may not know and may not watch me all the time, that means that F6 is technically not considered fully stable. So while these pictures show the F6 generation, it could look a bit different from that. So that's what she refers to as split or different variants. Like Jarsons have a bunch of different variants. But she says it does show good stability. Pear truffles, 100 to 200 grams emerald ochre with a small ant. I don't know what that means. The taste is very sweet, just like honey. Yummy. The sweetest variety of my selection. Interesting. This season was sweetest of all planted varieties. I seem surprised because I kind of am. I copy and paste from my list on here, but it's not like I go through it all before the show or anything. So, good to know. Not crazy about the little antho at the top there, but I'm hoping that you can't taste it, which is the case with a lot of antho. But what she just said right there, I'm sold. Kina says, I'm so looking forward to this one. My plants are super strong. I'm really glad. Mine are too. Rowena, that's a wow. I know it. I agree. And Kim, oh my, that just looks so delicious. It does. It does. I'm super excited for this. Some of these Sophia ones that I'm showing that aren't available for sale yet, I guarantee you that places like Tomato Eden and Grafsamina will have them after this season. They already have a lot of Sophias, but there are some that I was fortunate enough to get from Sophia that aren't available for sale at vendors yet, other than her own shop. But she stopped sales a few months ago. So you'll be able to find them. Plus, if all goes well, I will have seeds, and some others may have seeds at the end of the season too. So it's that Sweet Tropical Pear. Another Sophia, Sweet Truffle Heart. This one I know you can find other places. I think I got mine from Tomato Seta or Tomato Galaxy. They're both owned by the same person, Valdis Pulins. Again, Sophia from Russia. This looks just so phenomenal. That interior's like takes my breath away. Tomato Seta says mid-early variety, fruits in the shape of an unusual heart, similar to truffle. By the way, if you've grown it, let us know. I know it came out last year, I think. It is an F5. And I think Tomato Eden carries it as well, if I'm not mistaken. Fruits in the shape of an unusual heart, similar to a truffle. Some have a regular heart shape, green with a blush, weighing 150 to 250 grams. Pulp is very sweet with fruity notes. Height of the plant is 1.7 to 1.8 meters. And then Sophia herself says this variety is from the Comet line. So she has several different varieties like Emerald Comet Sophia, Red Comet Sophia, Fire Comet Sophia, I think. From the Comet line. I thought for a long time what to call it, but settled on this name, which fully characterizes this variety. Mid-season, closer to early. Fruits in the shape of an unusual heart. There is anthocyanin at the shoulders. Hard to see from here. Average weight of the fruits is 200 to 300 grams, but there are also some more than 400 grams. That's a nice size. Pulp is delicious, 3-colored on the cut, very sweet with fruity notes. Showed good stability, but at the stage of stabilization, it can still split. Anybody else growing it? Oh, Tim, I'm so glad you're here. We sent you well wishes. I didn't get into any detail other than you haven't been well. And look at my shirt, Tim. I'm a little dirty because I've been outside, but doesn't it look great? And it's a little hot outside. So glad to see you, my friend. It's really, really nice to see you. And Jen's here too. Hey, Jen. Listening on the ride home from work. Yay. Hi, Tim and Jen. I love that one, the shirt. Me too. Me too. Oh, by the way, I got my prize shirt just yesterday too. Super cute. It's another TLC one. It's got a girl on it, a female on it, wearing a hat with a tomato. It's another one that says Tomato Lovers Collective. They're all so cute. It's tough, and I had to hold myself back because I want to hold off to get some in tanks also, and V-necks. So that's Sweet Truffle Heart. That's next. Taye and I don't know how to pronounce this one. It looks fantastic. This is one that's on the bubble. We'll see. I really want to grow it. Plants are doing great, but it may have to fall off. Let me expand this photo so you can look at that bottom photo. Look at that interior. Look at the other photo with the interior. I've seen it called a few different things, like all one word, Taye and D. Not sure how to what the correct pronunciation is. It is from France. Grafsamina says mid-season, beautiful and delicious bicolor, gorgeous, handsome bush, powerful up to 2 meters in the open ground, strong, wide with spreading leaves. There are 6 to 7 fruits in a cluster. Average weight is 150 to 180 grams. These are large bronze green plums, which become even more bronze when fully ripe. Just cutting the fruit, you immediately plunge into a sea of spicy fruit aromas. If you've grown this, please let us know. It's not new this year. We would love to know. Hey, Teresa. Glad you could join us. Tanya says that looks amazing. Brianna, you're right. The photo on the right reminds me of a watermelon. Totally does. Totally does. Wowza. That's a good question, Tim. That is beautiful. When you drop a variety off your list, what do you do with the seedlings? Well, I'm bringing extra seedlings to our meetup on May 9th in Carlisle. I'm also taking the 2 people who I don't know who would like to purchase seeds for me this year, or purchase seedlings, which I've never done before. I've always given it away. And I do give away quite a bit. My parents, my son and his girlfriend, my friend, several friends in the area, a friend from high school, another dear friend who I've known a long time. Our kids grew up together. So I get rid of them. But I'm going to bring some really exciting extra ones to Carlisle. If that twists anybody's arms to make the trip, that would be great. Whoa, the interior, says Linda. I know. Oh my goodness, reminds me of watermelon Hubba Bubba gum. You're right. I remember Hubba Bubba. My jaw would get tired because those pieces of gum were so large. Francis ordered 3 more shirts today. Just in case you joined late, we're talking about inspired garden life. My shirt that I'm wearing today and many others. There's a brand new Tomato Lovers Collective line. You can go to inspiredgardenlife.com, get an extra 15% off with code TLC15. There are also wonderful people who run the company. They plant trees for all shirts sold. Like, they're really just in touch with the earth. Happy Earth Day for those of you who are joining us late. It's a great day to be outside, at least here in my neck of the woods. Hey, Cordaro, we're listening on the way to track and baseball. We planted splotchy yesterday. Craig's F2, Ansel's nickname for it. Oh, splotchy. Very cool. Did anybody have luck with the Sun Gold Captain Lucky cross? I had the F1, no luck with that. I started the F2s, haven't had luck with that either. Other of his experimental ones have done just fine. Lucky Bling, Polish Bling. But the Sun Gold Captain Lucky is off my list because it's just not growing. But I hope some of you are growing it so we can see what at least one of the crosses looks like. Sasha says, I love the green shade on this. Teresa, are you growing this one, Lauren? Well, it's officially on the grow list. My seedlings look great. I was saying that it may have to fall off the grow list, but I don't know. I've got other things I would rather see go than this one. This one looks and sounds great. Hi, Michelle. Late but here. Glad you could be with us. Oh, and Teresa's growing it. Mine germinated yesterday. Excellent. And Eric says, Taye and D looks unbelievable. Yeah, there are a number of vendors that are selling this. I think I got mine from 2 places. Actually, Kina had sent me some a while ago, which I forgot about. I just logged recently. But I think maybe Graf Samina also. Lisa says, mine didn't germinate either. I have several others of his that are doing great. Yeah, same. Malachite Jen had told me that she seems to remember on our show, one of our shows with Craig as the guest, he had said that some of those fruits weren't exactly ripe when he saved seeds for, not by choice, just that had to happen. So that could be why they're not germinating. Oh, Teresa, yours germinate. That's excellent. Very good. Well, I can't wait to follow along with you. Share with all of us, please. Okay, next one. Another Sophia. Temptation of Sophia. This one you can find at various vendors. It just looks, look at this. Just look at it. It's unbelievable. Look at the shape. Look at the color. These are Sophia's pictures herself. Unbelievable. Let me tell you a little bit about it. It's an F6 generation. Indeterminate 1.8 meter mid-early. Fruits are very beautiful hearts, elongated in shape, with a spout 100 to 300 grams. The pulp is bicolor, buttery, with a fruity aftertaste, very sweet, super. Showed good stability, but at this stage of stabilization, it can still split. Anybody grow this last year? I think last year was the first year it came out. Oh, I know, Sasha. May 3rd is National Naked Gardening Day. Not kidding. So every day in my other group, Attitude of Gratitude with Chronic Pain, I put an intention post every morning where I list what national days or international days are that day. So I tend to know these days when they come up, and that is, and somebody, I think last year, maybe the year before, was it Kina? Had like a cartoon of Adam and Eve, I think, on Naked Gardening Day. And somebody was kind of offended by it. But yeah, there's some wacky holidays. Oh, good night, Kina. Thanks for being here. Great name and amazing appearance and form. I know. I love it. I love it. Teresa, love, love, love that. Julia, I forgot I sewed Temptation and ended up doing it again, doubling by happy accident. That's a very happy accident. This next one has fallen off the grow list, sadly. I did have one germinate. I'm giving it to my nephew. But it sounds great, so let me read to you about it. I showcased it twice recently. Well, one was on my Bunny Hop Seeds Heritage Seed Market unboxing, which is where these come from. And I forget what the other episode was. Maybe I featured it on a Lauren's Tomato Awesomesauce. It's called Texcan Sweetheart. It's bred by Timothy T. of the United States, who is good friends with Ellie from Bunny Hop. They've been featuring a lot of his varieties over the past couple of years. It sounds great. I'll probably no, I'm not going to talk myself into it. I had one seedling germinate. It's going to my nephew. They say it's another superb introduction from tomato hybridizer Timothy T. in North Carolina. It's a result of his 2016 cross of Cherokee Purple Heart and Indian Stripe Heart, and is stable at F9. It's a vigorous wispy leaf and produces 8 to 12 ounce purple fruit, mostly hearts and blunt hearts with a few large double hearts. The flavor of Texcan Sweetheart rivals that of the best dark-fruited tomatoes, and especially excels in late summer when the nights are warm and the watering is less frequent. Fruit are delicious, eaten fresh, yet are meaty enough to cook down into a rich sauce or paste. As the name Texcan hints at, production is above average even in hot climates, and she produced very well in my hot summer greenhouse. Nicole, I have naked gardening pics from 2022 that I repost every year. My husband was hesitant to take the pics for me, I bet. Francis, Inspire Garden Life is making sure to cover up all these naked gardeners. I know for sure my neighbors. Thank you. Cover that up. Rach, I ordered this. I'm waiting on my Bunny Hop sale order. Very nice. Yeah, it sounds great. Which is why I put it on my list to begin with. But I need to make room. Yeah, Timothy T is responsible for a lot of great things. Talented guy. It's nice that he's hooked up with Ellie, and they're featuring these on the website Heritage Seed Market. Okay, this next one sadly did not germinate. Well, it did germinate. It was a blind seedling. And I think I have to move it to next year. It's just called That Russian Tomato. Heidi Dolan gave me these seeds. It's really unique. And I was looking forward to growing it. But at this point, I think it's got to fall by the wayside. Let me tell you about it, though. Heidi tells me it's very rare. It's an indeterminate regular leaf, 12 to 20 ounce fruits, Delicious red beefsteak from Russia, beloved by online world tomato communities, blunt heart shape. There's a funny story behind it. She got seeds from a Vermont farmer who was helping Carolyn Mail distribute her seeds towards the end of her life. Carolyn Mail is a tomato expert, very active in the Tomatoville scene. She's also the author of 100 tomatoes, 100 heirloom tomatoes. This one, 100 heirloom tomatoes for the American garden. And she passed away in 2019, I believe. But she knew a lot about tomatoes, clearly. Let's see. Helping Carolyn distribute her seeds toward the end of her life. So the seeds came from Carolyn Mail. Carolyn was a little wacky at the end. She wasn't exactly sure what Russian tomato this was named, either because she was aging, translation, or who knows. So she just started calling it that Russian tomato and distributed it with that name. Heidi grew it and definitely got large red hearts, some more blunt than others. Audrey from Minsk, who was instrumental in getting many of these seed varieties to Carolyn to distribute here, decided that we should just keep the heart-shaped one, that Russian tomato. Oh, and if others got the just beefsteaks, he suggested calling it this Russian tomato. Yeah, so that's that Russian tomato. I do have more seeds. I think I'm going to sow it again next year. I'm growing a lot of reds already. I know, Tim, you're right. Surely one more variety couldn't hurt. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me to start more seeds. This looks and sounds great. Plus, I love the rare aspect. I would love to distribute it around. It does sound like a really great tomato. All right, what's next? So there's Temptation of Sophia. This is Triumph of Sophia. This is one of my most anticipated of the year. I really, really wanted seeds for this one. This one is not easy to find outside of Sophia's site, but I'm sure after this season it will be much easier to find. The color on them, let me expand these photos. It's another F6. Just look at it's art. It's art. Let's see. Sophia says it's her favorite, which is another reason why I knew I had to grow it. From her site, she says Triumph of Sophia. It's an F6, almost stable, but at this stage of selection, splits may still occur. Mid-season bush, 1.8 meters in a greenhouse. Fruits, 200 to 500 grams. It's pretty large fruits and above. Fabulous beauty, high, flat, round with a beak. Beak meaning the point at the bottom. Some people call it a nose. There's a lot of different names for it, but here she says beak. Emerald painted with patterns of raspberry, red, yellow. From such beauty, it takes your breath away. The pulp is 3-colored, buttery, so tasty, the favorite of my selection. Feel very honored to be growing this one this year. Very, very honored. Missy said, I'm growing Texcan because Ellie really recommended it. She sure did. She sure did. Yay for the Sophia, so stunning. Those of you in the Sophia grow out with me, you'll be getting seeds for these as long as all goes well. Nicole Smith, I know, it is a stunner, isn't it? I was doing a happy dance when I got seeds for this one. I'm excited for, not Triumph, what's the other one? The one I just talked about. Temptation of Sophia looks great too, but this Triumph looks really amazing. Julia, this is a total need for you. For sure, that's a Julia tomato. Lisa L, wow, just wow. I love the looks of all tricolor, says Rowena. I know, me too. And the tricolor is such a deep tricolor on the interior, isn't it? It looks just stunning. Kim says, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you got seeds for Triumph of Sophia. I saw that one on her Facebook page and just about died." I did. Yeah, I feel very fortunate. Brianna says, "This one looks mouthwatering. Definitely adding to my list." I think I will have an extra seedling for those of you coming to Carlisle. I think. I haven't finished. I'm still up putting. I have to finish my inventory, but I'm pretty sure both seeds did germinate. So food for thought. I could even, not sure if I have any more seeds left. Maybe I could sow a couple more to give away because it looks special. Denise says, "This one looks absolutely amazing." I know. I'm getting that a lot. Sherman agrees. Linda, gorgeous, gorgeous. Romenta says, "I think I'm in love." I know. Me too. That is stunning. Sashka, wow. Sasha, I don't know why, but I think I need Triumph for next year. And Tim, that is stunning. How does nature know so well how to tempt us all? You know, isn't it funny though? Before you became a full-fledged tomato head, I'm talking for all of us, like, who would know that there's so many extraordinary tomatoes? Now, Sophia's didn't exist at the time, but we all grew up with red tomatoes, right? And those who are on the outside of the tomato community may think, well, a tomato is just a tomato, truly having no idea. It also breaks my heart why I have so many great Greenland ripes that I have a hard time even giving away to people. There's two people I can give a Greenland ripe to, including my own Banana Noir. But the rest of them kind of want, red. So I've got some good reds, big lettuce in this for sure. But I just want to say, like, you've got to try this. And the Greenland ripe, some people are so averse to it, thinking, I don't know when it would be ripe. It would be hard to tell. And they think it's going to taste like an unripe tomato, which it completely doesn't. Some of my favorite tomatoes, if not the favorite tomato, Malachite box, is a green one, right? But I love the tricolor look for sure. South Dakota Living, wow, that's beautiful. Rach. Triumph of Sophia went to the top of my list. Absolutely beautiful, stunning. And Iceworks, wow, looks good. Brianna, my family often stayed in Carlisle while going to Hershey Park growing up. I wish I could make it this year. Me too. I do too. Somebody in the group was saying that they're going to come and try to tempt their kids to come and do a Hershey Park trip the next day. Denise, I may have to call into work and drive down to Pennsylvania for this one. Jerry says that looks amazing. And Rach says, I agree. Always grew up with regular varieties. I had no clue. And Kim, could you imagine if they sold that in the grocery stores? People's heads would flip. I think in I don't know if you guys have Wegmans. I think they may be an East Coast thing, but they're big, the best grocery store I've ever been in. It makes Whole Foods look like it doesn't have much at all. It's a beautiful grocery store, beautiful produce, originated in Rochester, New York. Even they wouldn't have something like this. Plus, I'm sure it would fall apart with the transportation, but very, very, very excited for Triumph of Sophia. And I'm excited for this next one too. Tupelo Honey, bred by Teresa Smith of Terra Nova Farms of the United States. I see this on a lot of people's most wanted or seed seeking Saturday. Claudia was kind enough to gift me some seeds for Christmas. She won an auction that Terra Nova Farms had for relief for the hurricanes down in North Carolina. And she gave me a couple seeds. And then they're sometimes not easy to germinate. I was having trouble, and I gave two away to Kina. And then Missy was kind enough to send me a couple extra. And now I can give one to Jen, which is what I wanted. So thank you, Missy, if you're watching. This one looks fantastic. I know Teresa last year, I grew 2 other new ones of hers, Earth Angel and Pixie Fire. And they were great too. I know Teresa has a soft spot for these ochre looking varieties. And gosh, I mean, the interior looks just like a rare fine steak, doesn't it? Early maturing regular leaf cross. Not much other information. But again, thank you, Claudia, and thank you, Missy. Excited to grow it. Who else is growing Tupelo honey? I know so many, not so many, but I know many of you also got seeds. Andreas's Tupelo looks so good. I agree. Rowena, I love when friends admit that I'm converting them so they're willing to try colors other than red. I just want to sit them down, and I would love to do in the fall like an actual tomato taste test, although preaching to the choir with you guys. But like with other people, I just want to put a blindfold on them, give them a taste of malachite box without telling them it's a green, and watch their heads explode. Francis says, everyone in my circle now knows there are thousands of varieties because they want me to shut up about it. Kelly says, Tupelo honey's a beauty. Oh, Heidi, you're bringing a seedling to Carlisle? Oh, very nice. I might be too, actually. I had one for Jen, and then another one I noticed popped up today too. Wow, that'll be very nice. I assume that's what you're talking about. That'll be very nice. Linda is growing it. I potted it this morning. And Claudia, Tupelo honey, yours is doing well. And yours all 3 germinate. That's interesting. I had 6 seeds total. Let me think. There was 5 originally. I gave 2 to Kina, so that's 3. And Missy gave me 3. So 6 total. I've gotten 3 out of 6. So, and I tried one in hydroponics too. Not sure what's going on, but I did hear of others having trouble too. Again, Claudia and Missy, thank you so very much. I'm super excited to grow this, and I know Jen is too. She really wanted this. And Kina is still waiting. Her first seed didn't germinate. She's hoping for her second seed to germinate. So positive germination vibes for that too. Lakita says, oh my, I'm never going to be able to narrow down what to grow. Everything looks so beautiful. I know. Rach says, me too, Francis. I got it. You told me already from my sister, but this tomato is different. Okay, I'll be quiet. Heidi says to get them to germinate, you got to yell at them just right. Pretty sure I did that. Oh, Nicole, I have a few different varieties to bring to Carlisle. That's fantastic. And look, gang, if you don't have extra seedlings, that's not a prerequisite to come to Carlisle to meet up with us. We would just love to meet you. If you want, you can be a part of the broadcast. You will still go home with seedlings. But if you do have extras, I mean, what a better place to come and exchange with other tomato heads. So, yeah, but please don't think that you can only come if you've got things to share, because that's not the case at all. I would rather give my extra seedlings to my fellow tomato heads than, just to others who don't appreciate some of these really rare ones. Oh, Kim's going to be bringing a few to PA as well. Excellent. Kelly, my mail was delivered late today and just received 7 seed mails. Isn't that the best? Yours was in there, Lauren. Thank you so much. You're very welcome, my friend. Happy to hear that. I'm so excited so many of you are coming to Carlisle. It's going to be so much fun. Okay, next one. I've talked about this one a lot too. Verde de las Landas. My friend Marco from Germany he's been watching me for a while. He reached out to me maybe 9 months or so ago. He knew I loved malachite box, and he said, boy, do I have a tomato for you. It's called Verde de las Landas. I had never heard of it. It's a Spanish variety, Spanish green, and he said it's better than malachite box. I will be the judge of that. But look at this. Actually, Marco, I've written down here, he says it's the best tomato he's ever had. And I will have at least one extra of these in Carlisle, by the way. Regular leaf plant producing green beefsteak tomatoes. It's an outstanding cross out of the evergreen tomato from which it has evolved, adapting to the Landes climate, and has acquired over time different physical and organoleptic qualities that differentiate it from its parent. It has an intense taste, yay, which is balanced sweet and sour with wonderful aromatics. I also never have met a tomato with such strong umami flavor. That really reminds me of the umami of grilled meat. Come on! Without a doubt, the best green tomato that I've grown so far, with a close second being Malachito Vaya Malachite box. So, you know I'm growing this one. Somebody in Tomatoville said, it's a real delight. Maybe it is one of the best tomatoes with the best flavor I've tried so far. Let's see. Fruits are between 150 to 200 grams, so they're not very large. I know Justin Arnold, who donated some of these seeds that I've been giving away during episodes. Thank you, Justin, if you're watching. He had posted pictures. He's in Australia, so he's grown it already. And they didn't look super big, but certainly, smaller beefsteak. Green skin, when they ripen, they acquire a golden glow. Tells us that it's at its optimal moment of collection. The cut is very aromatic, juicy, not too many seeds, and a pulp of the same emerald skin tone. A sweet and fruity taste with an acid aftertaste that rounds it out. Without a doubt, the best green tomato that has grown in our garden. So, I'm growing this. Rowena, you've got 3 Verde de las Landas seedlings. Excellent. Nicole says, I don't have many people who share my tomato obsession. Glad to share with my tomato peeps. Very nice. Heidi, do you still get mail on Tuesdays? Yeah. Why shouldn't I? Is there something going on with the post office I don't know about? South Dakota Living says, why do I think Tupelo honey would be a top favorite just by looking at it? Mouth is watering. It does look like a beauty, as does Verde de las Landas, or Landes. I've seen it also. Christy Quinn, I need those. I think I may have 1 or 2 extra packets from Justin to give away, so watch my show on Thursday. Maybe I'll give away one of them then. You don't get mail on Tuesdays? Huh. No, I haven't heard anything otherwise. I haven't noticed no mail on Tuesdays. I'll have to check. All right, this next one, I don't have good pictures for a good reason, but I'm just about as excited for this one as anything else. And those of you in the Spanish grow out, you'll obviously be getting Verde de las Landas, but also this one. So I got these seeds from Gigi Reyes, who sent me this beautiful envelope of all these Spanish varieties, some very rare ones, including this one. It's Verde Rojo de Sierra Pando. It's a newish one, bred by Simientes Infinitas. It says recent creation, originating from Cantabria. Leafy plant 1.5 to 2 meters high. So basically, it's hard to tell. I took these pictures off of the seed packet, which isn't great, but they're kind of green-red striped, which you just don't see in Spanish tomatoes ever. They don't have much more popular ones anyway than pinks and reds. So this one, so excited. I will have at least 1 extra of these in Carlisle also. Let's see. Leafy plant 1.5 to 2 meters high, indeterminate. It's a late season, 85 to 90 days. I forget what generation it is. I feel like that was on the packet. It's like an F6 or an F7, I want to say. green on the outside and red on the inside, representing the colors of the city flag of Cantabria. Very balanced sweetness and acidity, excellent flavor, perfume to full maturity is ideal in salad. Excuse me. Productive plant, disease resistant, very recent variety, still unstable. Stable schmable, I don't care. This looks phenomenal. I know, Sherman, right? Thank you, Gigi, for sending me these. I was going through all the seed packets. She knew I was going through a Spanish tomato phase, and when she sent this one to me, I'm like, stop the presses. What is this? Must grow. And they did germinate just fine. I think I've got 3 seedlings right now. Oh, Eric, your Verde de los Landes hasn't germinated yet for me. How long has it been? That's a bummer. Rowena, Lauren, you're going to have people showing up just for the opportunity to get some of your seedlings. Aw. If you want to show up and take some seedlings, I would love to give them to you guys. Eric, looks like I'm going to have to jump in the car and drive the 2,754 miles. Well, you better get a head start. Have no fear. If I have a good season and all goes well, and I usually do, now I've just jinxed it, haven't I? I'll have seeds. I'm super excited for this one. It's just such a unique Spanish variety that you really can't find any information on. If you Google it, you can't find it. It's just on that beautiful seed packet she gave me. Okay. This next one's a drama queen, and I've heard others of you say the same thing. Another Sophia variety called Victoria Salute. It's an F5. I know some grew it last year. Bill Yoder told me it's fantastic. And I forget who it was. Was it Elizabeth? Maybe Elizabeth in the group said, is anybody else's Victoria Salute being a drama queen? And at the time, I'm like, mine are fine. They look good. Well, not for long. They look like, we were talking about Brad's Atomic Grape, I think, last week during the show, how it just looks like it's going to die. That's how Victoria Salute look right now. Same soil, same everything as the rest of my tomatoes, but I know better than to trash it. I know it just requires some deep planting, and hopefully it'll all be fine. But it is a drama queen. Kina said the same thing. I think Jen said the same thing. It and this can happen with hearts. I think we talked about that last Thursday. It can happen with hearts where they look like they have edema, which makes you want to water it more and don't. That's what happens with Brad's Atomic Grape. That's not a heart, but so I know better, but they do look like they have edema. So I'm just going to wait it out. I know they're growable. Bill grew them. Anybody else growing these this year or grown it last year? Oh, Eric, really? It's been 15 days. Yeah, that's pretty long. That's a bummer. No more seeds, huh? Kim says, I'm growing Victoria Salute. It's definitely one of my most highly anticipated. I mean, it is gorgeous. How are yours looking, Kim? Are they drama queens too? Let's take a closer look. They're just outstanding. So Sophia says F5 showed good stability, but can still split. One of the favorites of her selection, indeterminate 2-meter, mid-season, very beautiful, iridescent fruits with good antho on the shoulders, 150 to 350 grams. Heart-shaped, the pulp is burgundy with green seed chambers, my favorite. Delicious, sweet, reminds me of sun-dried tomatoes with spices. Super. Yum. Yum. I should go get the seedling and show you guys. It's really sad. Makes you want to cry. Rowena, I didn't start my Victoria Salute. No room, so next year. Oh, hi, Elin. You're growing too. Good evening, everyone. Hey, I'm glad you joined us, my new friend. Lisa's mine are drama queens too. And Kim, you're not having any drama. 2/3 germinate. How old are they, though? Mine were proud as a peacock for the first 3.5 weeks, looking great. And then all of a sudden they're just like, no, I think I'm going to look poorly now. But in the beginning, they looked great. I thought everybody else was crazy too. Achille, I'm going to have to look at my Victoria's Salute when I get home. Tim, got to go. Thank you for all the amazing works of art. We get so inspired here every time we get a chance to join. Happy Tuesday. Feel better, my friend. Sending you love and hugs. Get well soon. Yeah, yours are only 3-ish weeks. Well, I hope yours stay non-drama queenish. I do. But that's around the same time where mine were like not looking good. But I'm just going to ride it out. These things do tend to survive. Just don't overwater it. Okay. This next one I featured on one of my Awesome Sauce shows sometime last year. Bellezza Viola or Violet Beauty. Looks, in a way, similar to Victoria's Salute. It's a mid-season indeterminate variety, bush height up to 1.8 meters. Fruits are elongated hearts with edges weighing up to 350 grams. Rich purple color with stripes along the entire length of the fruit, with dense, buttery, fleshy pulp, practically seedless, excellent, balanced taste. I know I saw a few of you requesting this one in Most Wanted after that show. Is anybody else growing it this year with me? Looks outstanding. And I think I got my seeds from Graf Samina. But I think Tomato Eden sells it also. No, nobody? Okay. We're winding down, just a couple more. Nope, here we go. Julia's growing it, and Heidi's growing it. Good. I won't be alone. They look outstanding. The shape is fantastic. Wait, no, it's the other one. I think I know which other one you're talking about. Crazy enough. I don't know. Yeah, I can't think of it, but I think I know which one you're talking about because I did focus on two. Elin have seeds, but not growing. Did you get all your Bill Yoder seeds in soil, Elin? I'm sure you must have. Christy, holy moly, that is so gorgeous, and the buttery word is killing me. I know, me too. This is not falling off the grow list. Okay, next one. This is a cross that I've been working on. Actually, it's not. It's an accidental bee cross in my garden from maybe 6 years ago. It happened with Coyote, and Coyote does tend to cross. Rob named it Wiley Sweet Cherry, play off the name Coyote. We got a couple crosses from that. This is called Wiley Sweet Cherry. It's an F5. I did start seeds. I'm going to be giving them away. I don't think I have room in my garden for it this year, even though I'd really like to grow another generation. But as you can see from the refractometer, it's pretty sweet. 8.1 is pretty sweet. They're a little bit larger than Coyote, very thin skin, lots of seeds and goo, quite delicious. And I do have some extra seedlings I will bring to Carlisle. We've gotten a number of crosses, accidental bee crosses from this. Coyote has exerted stigmas, so it crosses really easily. I keep saying she's a hoe. But this is a good one. We've grown every year for the past couple of years. I'll have to see. Maybe I can stick a few plants in a grow bag and just get a couple fruit so I can continue stabilizing it. But it is an F5, and they are delicious. They're really delicious. Elin, you're putting your seeds in soil tomorrow? Very good. And Claudia's growing Bellezza Viola. Very nice. Okay, that's Wiley Sweet Cherry. I've given out a few seeds to people. I know I gave Heidi Dolan some seeds. She grew last year. But in general, I haven't been because it's not exactly stable yet, but they are quite delicious. All right, this one unfortunately is off the grow list because it never germinated. Wilson's Pine Mountain, Cumberland Side. And that's okay. I think Heidi Dolan was the one that said a few weeks ago, like, I just use that as a way of God slashing the grow list. It really is okay. Was hoping to grow it out for the Kentucky Appalachian variety grow out that I'm running, but I've got other things. It does look awesome though, and let me tell you about it. Hang on. Kim, she's a hoe. I think it was Craig or Bill that said Coyote was promiscuous. Really? I don't remember that, but it is so true. Dewana Markham Wiley looks like a winner. If anybody wants seeds, if you want to send me a self-addressed stamped envelope, I'd be happy to share. I don't have a whole lot of seeds, but if anybody would like to grow it for this year, just let me know. You can private message me. Anyway, let's find out about this, even though I'm not growing it any longer. This from Cultive Taru, very rare variety cultivated in the Appalachian region. Fruits of more or less 200 grams with a two-tone color, mixing pink and golden yellow. Firm, juicy, aromatic flesh with good flavor. I think I did put an extra seed into, and that still didn't germinate either. Sophia has it listed on her site. It's not one of hers. She says it's a rare one, fruits weighing over 200 grams, firm, juicy, aromatic flesh with very good sweet flavor. Robust plant with stage production, one of the tastiest bicolors in my collection. Ugh. Flesh is firm, sweet, and buttery. I just can't. Sad it didn't germinate. I know. It is sad. I mean, I could continue trying. I've got other tricks up my sleeve, but at this point, I'm like, I've got enough. So I'll have to try it for next year. Cynthia's taking screenshots as you speak, or as I speak. You're not speaking. This one you can find at Cultive Taru, although if you're in the United States, they are no longer shipping to us. So I'm sure you can find it elsewhere. It is a rare one, though. I just love the rust color look to it. And this one I think might be falling off my list too. Wingo Wonder. This is one I got from Jim Wyant, aka Tomato Jim. Somebody's growing it for our Appalachian grow out, and I just need to make room. And I think this one may not make the cut, which means I'll have an extra seedling or two in Carlisle. Regular leaf, 70 days, indeterminate, black dark purple fruit with a sweet smoky taste, meaty center, and juicy, a winner with all who tried it. These are the words of Jim Wyant himself. Comes from the Wingo family, received from the postmaster in Mayfield, Kentucky, pre-1910. Previously grown in Dogwood and Natchez, Kentucky. Seeds collected by D.D. Brewer, Graves County, Kentucky. Original seeds are from the Chris Hubbard collection. Anybody else growing Wingo Wonder? I know this is a pretty popular one this year. Kim's growing it. Nice. Denise has 2 seedlings of Wingo Wonder growing. Nice. Hey, Drew. Can you share those tricks to germinate? Well, there's a couple things I do. Maybe I should do an episode on that. Sometimes just putting it in a hydroponic unit is good. You can soak the seeds in water on a heat mat, which I'm doing with one of my very rare ones I just got. I like the entire collection germinated except for this one that I'm trying to get. I also use it's a humic acid biochar and kelp meal biostimulant, and I will water the soil with that. That's how I got B times Macbeth to germinate, those 10-year-old seeds that were giving me a hard time even after a month and a half. Those are generally my tricks. So I could try those, but honestly, I'm just like, okay, it's another one I don't have to make a decision about. Yeah, that's a good idea, Dewana. Germination assistance appreciated. I've also done damp paper towel, almost wet, in Ziploc baggie. And I'll put it on a 1020 tray that's on a heat mat with greenhouse or with the top on. You probably don't even need the top on. And just like people do that with peppers all the time, that works for tomatoes also. You just have to be careful when you take the sprouted seeds off the paper towel, because sometimes that little tail sticks on the paper towel, even if it's damp, and then it's no good. Rach says, direct sun on seed trays seem to be my friend this year on those that won't germinate. That's good to know. Oh, you're so nice, Drew. Thank you. So generous with your knowledge. We all help each other, right? We all learn and grow. I'm certainly no expert. I just have learned some things along the way, and I know you guys do too, and you find methods that work for you. I certainly have seed starting methods that work great for me. Yeah, it's nice to be able to share the knowledge in order to help everybody else. Some people are just starting out, first year trying from seed, and there's a lot to know. It can get very confusing, so happy to share. This next one definitely fell off the grow list. This is a long keeper called Winter Heart. I was given seeds from a friend in Mongolia, and I had never seen a long keeper that looked like a heart. Heidi, are you growing this one? I know I gave you seeds. I just decided, since I'm making cuts, that did I really need another long keeper for this year? I tried several last year, and they were good, but I don't always go to get the tomatoes, honestly. This was the only one I had kept on my list, and I didn't even start seeds for it. So that's a bummer. Maybe next year. I'm very, very curious about how this would be as a long keeper. But it's not growing in my garden this year. And we have one last one, I think. Yes, one more. These were on my wish list for quite a while. And then a generous member sent me seeds. It's called Southern Evening, or Yuzhny Vecher, from Russia. I saw a listing for it from a Russian site, a year and a half ago, maybe a little less than that. So I had it on my wish list, which is pretty extensive and usually really hard, because if I find something that you can buy, I usually buy it. But this one I couldn't get my hands on. A lot of the Russian seeds are like that. This looks and sounds great. It's an early high-yielding variety recommended for growing in protected and open ground. The period from full germination to the beginning of ripening is 107 to 112 days. It's an indeterminate. Fruits are an interesting color, juicy and fleshy, weighing up to 300 grams with more than 6 chambers. The taste is rich and spicy. Used for fresh consumption in salads, tolerant to major diseases. What else? And then Sophia says the taste is excellent, sweet and spicy. So very excited for Southern Evening. Is anybody else growing this one? Oh, this is a great idea from Pat Rake's tree. Thank you. Put a piece of coffee filter over the top of the paper towel and it won't stick. Very good. That's a great trick. Sharva started Wingo Wonder seeds. Heidi's planting the Winter Heart. Good. I'm glad you're growing it. I would love to taste it. I'm so curious. It's so pretty. So unique for a long keeper. I mean, that's really special. So that's it, gang. The final chapter. It's the final countdown. So that's the list. And unfortunately, there's a whole bunch of things that I'm not allowed to talk about that I'm really, really excited about. But eventually I'll, at some point during the season or after the season, I'll be able to talk about them. And then, of course, I have my own cross, which I'm growing several plants of. Last year, I made a cross of Malachite box or Malachita Shkatulka and dwarf purple heartthrob. And I've already grown the F1 indoors. And it was really gorgeous, kind of a brick color, green striped on the outside and like a neon green on the inside. So I'll be growing F2s of that this year. And then I didn't even include micros. Micros I don't even include in my count. Those go in my green stalks, and I'm growing out several of my micro crosses. Some are at F5, F4 or F5 now, I think. But I've got some good ones in the works. So hope you guys enjoyed this series. I'm going to miss Tuesdays, but like I said in the beginning of the episode, I may just use Tuesdays now as a time to do some unboxings until I'm ready for the garden tours. I did get monetized. Yes, I did. Not a lot. I mean, I don't have a lot of subscribers. It's like 1,500 subscribers, but I get a little bit. Thanks for asking. Drew, I just came in from sewing. I have such respect for your hard work. Thank you so much, Drew. That means a lot. That really means a lot. I love sharing with all of you guys. I really do. And I love you sharing with me too. We have a lot of fun, don't we? During these lives, we really have a lot of fun. Hey, Leslie, thank you for sharing your list. I think I've now so many I wish to grow that it will take me till 2030. I do a lot of research, obviously, especially for the Thursday show. I do a ton of tomato research. And so when I find something that looks great, and they're so often on these Russian sites that I can't order from, I'm like, I must get these. And then, drips and drabs, sometimes my friends from Eastern Europe will be able to send me a couple seeds of something. And I love sharing it with all of you guys. And I love sharing my seeds with all of you guys, as you do with me also. A lot of these seeds wouldn't be possible without you guys out there. And I really appreciate that a lot. So I like to pay it forward by sharing my seeds when I can. Oh, you're welcome, Claudia. Thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you, Cynthia and Rachel. Thank you, Rach. You're right, Rowena. So many exciting varieties being grown this year by so many people. You're so right. I remember last year, as a group, I remember thinking, this is going to be, Kina, Jen, and I were saying this is going to be like an epic season because people are growing not your grandpa's tomatoes anymore. Like, these are outstanding. And this year's even going to top it. First of all, our group is a lot bigger. But the tomato world has just exploded with these exciting breeders like Sophia Sakova and Bill Yoder, who are putting out amazing things. Of course, Craig Lahuli are putting out always unique crosses, and just across the board, really exciting things coming out. And so it's nice that we can share with each other, share in the joy, then share our seeds, share our reviews and how we like the taste. And, I say it all the time. Life is really hard. Growing tomatoes makes my life a lot more joyful. Not that I have a bad life, I don't, but I live with pain, as you know, and I just have so much joy, not just from growing them, but I love sharing with you guys, and I love doing this. I'm so lucky that Rob is on board with this, and this is like our activity, that we do together, the tasting, the harvesting, the planting, and all of that. I'm lucky we can do it together. But I really love sharing live with you guys. So thank you for being here and for being a part of these episodes. Lisa, thank you so much. Hope you have a great tomato season. Thank you. I hope you all have a great season. Terry, great series, so informative. A lot of work went into this. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I will see you guys on Thursday. Hi, Elizabeth. Thank you. I'm glad you liked the series. A lot of thanks. Okay, I'm out of space. No more cooking. My stove is full. Oh, thank you guys. You're going to make me cry. You're very welcome. It's nice feeling appreciated, but I appreciate all of you too, because it's a very different show without you guys, the live viewers. And for those of you watching the recording, you're equally as important. But I really do enjoy this being a collaborative effort with all of us. So, oh, you're welcome, Laquita. Learning so much. I think I responded to something of yours, if I'm not mistaken. You were looking for a variety, and I think I responded that I could help you out with it. I think I did. Maybe check to see what your most wanted or seed seeking Saturday was, because I think I may have granted you something. Oh, at least I'm here to say bye. I'll watch it back tonight. Hey, Malachite Jen, we were talking about your shirt. How great your shirt was. I'm wearing this one today, Tomato Lovers Collective. I'm out up potting, which is where I'm heading out right now. So thank you. Oh, yeah. Okay. So private message me, unless you did already and I'm forgetting. Private message me to give me you already give me your address? Don't give it now. Maybe I'm just spacing out. So thanks, everybody. I will see you hopefully on Thursday for Lauren's Tomato Awesome Sauce. And this has been a lot of fun. 6 episodes, my 2025 grow list. And I will see you soon. Peace, love, get your gratitude on. And go grow tomatoes, and lots of them. Bye, gang.